after my parents died, I inherited some money. So I moved to Paris to be a writer. I rented an apartment in a gritty neighborhood near Sacré-Cœur. And every morning I got up and tried to write essays. And every evening I sat in the apartment drinking wine and vodka and smoking cigarettes and pot and talking to guys on the gay sex apps. Often I woke up at 4 a.m. in the morning with a horrible hangover and feeling an overwhelming feeling of dread and self-loathing and wanting just to be dead. It was a really romantic time in Paris. And then I got a call from a headhunter in Miami who told me about a job at an ad agency as an executive creative director there. I had a call with the CEO of the ad agency and it went really well, and he offered me the job and I took it. When I got back to Miami, I was thrilled to be back in the advertising business that I knew so well. I bought a big old house in Coconut Grove and I remodeled it. And that first year at the agency was really fun. They threw this lavish Halloween party in a big tent in the parking lot. And my department, we all learned the zombie dance from the Thriller video. And everyone loved it. And then our agency merged with 2 other agencies, and suddenly nobody knew who was in charge. And the rumors were flying. People said that we weren't paying our media bills, that we were going to go bankrupt. Everyone was really scared. Every night I went home and I sat in my dark little TV room and drank and smoked by myself and watched TV. My neighbors had their annual crawdad boil, and I had to leave early because I was slurring my words so bad I couldn't talk to anyone. And every week I'd go to the supermarket and I'd buy a new case of wine, and the cashier would say to me, "Oh, you having another party?" Yeah, party of one. What happened was the next Halloween came around, and this time it wasn't a lavish celebration in the big tent. It was just a rinky-dink little party in a conference room. And I got dressed up in drag. I was in leopard skin leggings and a bustier and a fright wig and these 6-inch stripper heels. Yes, queen. So I was really angry and pissed off because of all the chaos that was happening at the agency, and this was my fuck you costume. So I got to the party and I got drunk on vodka and orange juice and danced around my stripper heels, and I was generally unpleasant. And then I filled up with a red cup with a big screwdriver, and I left. And I went to my car, and a little voice in my head said, "Don't drive drunk." And I literally gave God the finger and said, "Fuck you." And I got in the car, and I lit a Marlboro Light, and I took a swig of my red cup, and I brought the Grindr app up on my phone, and I drove off. And I managed to get some horny Cuban guy from Grindr to my house by the time I got home. The next day, he was gone, but I had this inkling that if I kept down this road, I would be dead or in jail. A few days later, I got fired from my job, I lost my big title, and I decided to put my house on the market. And by the end of the week, I took a walk around the corner, and I went to the little church there to a meeting and raised my hand and said, "Hi, my name's Harry, and I'm an alcoholic." I didn't know it then, but I know it so clearly now that this power greater than myself brought me back from Paris and put me in that house so that after I lost my job, I could And all I had to do was get my house ready for buyers. I could just walk so easily around the corner to an AA meeting every day. On August 28th, I took my 10-year sobriety check. Thank you so much. And on Halloween, I wore this big ball gown that was made out of fabric printed with Day of the Dead skulls and red roses, and I wore white Day of the Dead makeup on my face. But that was just a costume. I'm not dead, I'm not in jail. I'm not sitting alone in a dark little TV room. I'm with all of you here standing in the light. One more time for Harry.
Man, every freaking story tonight is exactly what I needed for my soul. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh, God. I'm gonna so many. All right.